What are the best practices for Jenkins security? Imagine building a pipeline that runs your software from code to deployment. Now think about what happens if someone sneaks in and tampers with that pipeline. That's why securing Jenkins is so important. First, keep your Jenkins controller node isolated. The controller should only orchestrate tasks, not run builds. Set the number of executors to 0 on the main node to prevent it from doing any work directly. Instead, run builds on separate agents with limited permissions. This way, if an agent gets compromised, the damage stays contained. Next, start with a strong operating system. Use supported systems like Ubuntu long-term support versions or Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Always update the OS and all software with the latest security patches. Use firewalls to block unwanted access and disable any services or ports you don't need. Enable intrusion detection systems to monitor suspicious activity and log all system events. Use security modules like Security Enhanced Linux or AppArmor to enforce strict policies. Encrypt sensitive data on disks to add another layer of protection. Network security is key. Never expose Jenkins over plain HTTP. Use a reverse proxy like Nginx or Traefik to handle HTTPS encryption. Keep Jenkins inside a private subnet so it isn't directly accessible from the internet. This prevents attackers from easily reaching your Jenkins server and stealing credentials or deploying malicious code. Control who can access Jenkins through strong authentication. Use Jenkins' built-in user database or connect it to your organization's identity provider through LDAP. For added security, enable single sign-on and multi-factor authentication. This makes it harder for attackers to gain access even if they steal passwords. For authorization, set roles like developer, tester, and admin. Assign permissions carefully, following the principle of least privilege. Avoid giving everyone full admin rights. Manage your secrets carefully. Store passwords, API keys, and tokens using Jenkins Credentials plugin. This encrypts secrets at rest. Never hardcode secrets in scripts or configuration files. Use the Credentials binding plugin to inject secrets into your builds securely. Always disable command echoing in scripts so secrets don't appear in logs. Plugins are useful but can be risky. Only install plugins from trusted sources and keep them updated. Remove any plugins you no longer use to reduce vulnerabilities. Regularly check for plugin updates that include security patches. Logging and monitoring are your eyes and ears. Enable detailed audit logs for all activities. Use security scanning plugins to find vulnerabilities early. Keep an eye on system logs for suspicious activity and unauthorized access attempts. Backups are your safety net. Regularly save your Jenkins configuration, job definitions, and credentials. Test restoring backups to make sure they work. Store backups securely, separate from Jenkins, and encrypt them if possible. Build isolation is also important. Run each build in a sandbox environment like a container or virtual machine. This prevents malicious code from affecting other builds or the main controller. Finally, perform regular security assessments. Conduct vulnerability scans and penetration tests to find weak spots. Fix issues promptly to stay ahead of potential threats. When Jenkins manages deployments to cloud platforms like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud, these security practices become even more vital. A breach could give attackers access to your cloud resources, leading to data loss or infrastructure damage. Following these best practices helps you create a safer, more reliable automation pipeline.